Welcome in, Josh. Cool, thank you very much. I like the background. Welcome in, Emma. So far the sound okay? You guys can hear me all right? Hey, Linda. Cool. Hope y'all had a good weekend. Just taking a moment here, having a quick smoke. For people to jump on. So grab your smoke, your drinks, your tokes, your snacks, your whatever you want. Make yourself comfortable. Welcome in, welcome back to all my supporters, my tribe, my members. Welcome back, welcome back. Come in. Welcome in, Patricia. Hello, Ramsey. How's it going? Gonna get into a collective tonight, see what the energy has in store. Double clarification night. I think I'm gonna do 5 different readings. So pick the one that resonates with you. Yeah, we're just chilling here for a moment. Welcome in, Jen. Welcome in, Sarah. Well, pull up there and get yourself comfortable. I got some cranberry cherry instead of instead of coffee. That cranberry cherry is going down quite nicely, I must admit. This here, Toronto wood, also known as holy wood, and it was known to be used in exorcisms. It's been known to clear out space of energy, banishing ill will, negative energies. But there's definitely smokes here. There's definitely tokes here too. On top of that. Just get pretty easy today. I'm picking up on the energy that there's an energy of somebody feeling dumbfounded. Somebody's totally burnt out that their shit did not work. And it keeps coming out in the energy. And they're realizing it's too late. Okay. Hope you're well. Lilith, I have a question for you. Would you like to be my mod? Welcome in, Michael, and because you seem to be carrying. You seem to be carrying yourself as a mod, as a moderator. So I figure you might deserve that title if you want it. Yeah, we haven't talked it over yet, have we? Okay, well, we will contact each other, I guess, in the next day or two. It's okay with you. No, you're not in trouble. Not at all. I want to upgrade you. Why would you be in trouble? Okay, so let's check into what the vibe is. We'll see what the vibe looks like. You might have to reach out to me first. I got a bunch of different people reaching out to me. I don't know if you reach out to me with the same name, so if you can reach out to me so that way you're top of the list. Because I got a bunch of channels that are posting and it's confusing my inbox, so I might just get rid of those. So, word has it that Archangel Michael's taking you out of a stagnant period of your life where you felt isolated and rejected, feeling alone, feeling toxic maybe, or that you were trapped by some sort of toxicity or toxic energy. Archangel Michael's protecting you from that and removing you from that. Okay? So if there is an out, or if there is a way for you to move on or move up or move in a different direction, and you have been isolated and feeling trapped in a toxic situation, and you find that there might be an invitation for an out and you don't take it, Is that on you or is that on Archangel Michael? For some of you, it's very, very crucial that you tapped into your intuition, because that is how they contact you. That is how they converse with you, through your intuition. Yes, I remember, Lilith. My brain just is not computing it right now. That's all. I don't remember what inbox you're in. And I've had quite a few messages come through since then. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, Archangel Michael is protecting you from this. Alright? Archangel Michael wants you to forge a new path forward. When you make new choices, you create new results. Let go of an old pattern and embrace power of possibility. You are fully supported. So you might be feeling like there's nothing left for life. There's nothing left for you, but I guarantee you, there's so much more. There's so much more. Life is unfolding for you, so seize the day and make the most of every chance to be true to yourself and live life to the fullest. It's time to cut out all of the noise. And this is going to help with the stagnance, the stuck, the dead end, the frozen kind of energy you might be feeling currently. So somebody might want to be keeping you rejected, left alone, and feeling like it's self-inflicted, in isolation and just left out, right? This is to slow down your soul awakening, but that kind of backfired, because as you are in isolation, it gave you that time to alchemize and heal a lot of the pain that you were dealing with. Okay, so that didn't work out as planned. Alright, for them, you are awakening. So there's been a lot of drama, arguments, and incompatibility. And right now, Spirit's asking about your life. Life is meant to be simple and easy. Don't let superficial energies distract you from your true essence. Simplicity and purity will lift your spirit. You are quite irresistible when your mind and heart pulse in the same rhythm. Why spend your day fighting yourself? You have better things to do. Okay? So if you ever find yourself in the doom and gloom of your mind, you're doing it wrong. Try to lift your spirits. Try to bring that negativity and that pain into some sort of an inspiration. Life is unfolding for you, so seize the day and make the most of every chance to be true to yourself. You have every reason to do that for you. You always have been, you always will be. Forge a new path, Ace of Wands. There's a new beginning ahead of you. Archangel Michael's guiding you through that. But it's also up to you. It's through the choices that you make. Spirit, spit it out. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So, with the life is a gift reverse, you're really kind of coming from a time of really unworthiness. Somebody really had you down and out. Like there was nothing left for you. No way forward, no stability, no foundation to stand on. It was rough for you. I can understand that you're having a hard time making a new pathway. I can understand how you're trying, how it's been trying for you. Trying to trust. Nurturing your truth. Stepping into what has always been meant for you. And guarding the truth. Not allowing the toxicity to come in and share its opinion in a way to make you feel less than. Allowing people to come in and gaslight you. I called it. Collective, you know you have things to plant. And because people are seeing you stand on your intention and stand on what you mean, it's almost as if it's kind of giving me the feeling like they're wanting to question where you stand and how you stand there. And the only reason why they're questioning it is because you're standing on it. And the only reason why they're questioning it is because they want to see your world upside down. They want to see how you react when your world is upside down. There's a lot of deception here. There's a lot of lies and deception and instability where it comes to the isolation and feeling stuck and stagnant and feeling like life is worthless. There's a lot of deception, not on your part, but on other people's parts, to make you feel that It's an utter projection. Because if you're in the frequency of gratitude, life can also seem awesome. To be grateful where you are, how, you know, and how things are turning out. It's a lot to do with your perspective. And the fact that Archangel Michael wants you to forge a new path and get inspired for a new beginning. Could possibly a new relationship. Somebody wants to bring that to a dystopia. Not recognizing that Archangel Michael is working on this one. Somebody's in for a rude awakening. It's not you. Whoever's meddling, they need to stop meddling. It's going to become to the point where life depends on it. You warn them and warn them and warn them. And their karma just keeps getting worse and worse and worse, and they still continue to do shit, talk shit, send shit. Even to have a particular intention towards someone. That's witchcraft. There's a particular new path that Archangel Michael wants you to check out. And they want you to be inspired despite how it looks. It's more or less for investigation and research. It's not necessarily that you're going to utilize a particular endeavor. It's just for research. Just because you have certain expectations doesn't mean you're taking responsibility for certain things. It's kind of giving... Somebody wants you to have no sense of adventure, and they're doing this through deception, through lies, so that way you are stuck. And not wanting to get out and go and do something. Somebody wants you to feel unstable with no adventure. Collective, whoever this message is resonating for, whatever they did to you, you're no longer loyal to the chains that bound you to whatever this is, whatever you're walking away from. You're looking, wherever you are looking for justice, you're no longer bound to this. Because of the way they treated you, there was no loyalty. Loyalty is no factor. And I get a feeling they might make it that you weren't loyal to them. Meanwhile, that's a big crock of shit. They had a lot of broken promises, and they tried to put you in chains. There was no loyalty. So why should you feel stuck by it? Why should you feel like life is worthless? You should just stay frozen as dead end and feel stuck and stagnant. No. Archangel Michael even says no. Archangel Michael is protecting you at this time due to this toxic energy that's trying to keep you in isolation. But your soul is awakening. You're being told to simplify things. Focus on simplicity. You're needing to realize that life is and to forge a new pathway forward. Knowing that the planted seeds and the loyalty that you tend to those seeds will best. Well, one thing that might turn your world upside down is not planning. Don't wait till the last minute to do a particular thing. Whatever that might be. Right now is not the time to bide your time. And if not planning ahead, you might want to start. This could also be the fact that maybe you've planned ahead more so, and you need to plan right now. Like, what are you going to aim at right now, not necessarily what you're going to aim at in the future. What are you aiming at right now? And as an archer, let's say, you have your bow and arrow, you're out and about, you're on the hunt. The particular space and spot where you are at that time, at the right spot, is all you need is patience and attention to detail? Or do you need to be going in a different direction to a different location? Right? I think in those questions and those answers to those questions, there's a lot of variables. A lot of choices, a lot of options, a lot of possibilities. Staying true to you, focusing justice, focusing on logic is probably best for you at this time. Because there's still a lot of toxic energy out and around you that is trying to turn your world upside down, trying to get you to miss, trying to get you to not hit what you're aiming at, trying to distract you. So be vigilant, be very focused. But get tired. There's a new timeline opening up for you, and you need to take... You're going to be needing to take action at some point. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean you need to move anywhere. It doesn't need to necessarily mean that you need to pick up... It is what it is to you in your own energy. I don't know if I want to do 5 readings. That's quite a bit. Let's get a spirit animal intuitive, shall we? What if the spirit animals have as a message, intuitive message from my collective? I knew there was a card in here. Something about February. Take stock of resolutions and assess your progress, transition, reflect, prepare. So something back in February that you were not prepared for happened. There was a transition of some sort. You really weren't able to reflect or prepare for this. But there was some sort of a transition that happened in February. February is significant. I don't know why the card is in here, but it is. Anyway. Welcome in, Ryan. Welcome in, GG. Wee. There's some supernatural shit going on right here. According to the card on the bottom of it. Happiness is on its way, on its way, on its way. Happiness is on its way, oh hallelujah. There's a rebirth happening. Ew, somebody wants to put your happiness out and put your fire out? Really? Oh. You're a shaman. You're a shaman of transformation. That's what you are. And somebody's trying to put out your fire. Oh, and take away your power. Interesting. Not gonna work. Divinely guided, guarded, and protected by the divine. Yeah, you made a greatness there, divine. Whoever I'm speaking to, and you got the supernatural on your side as well. Something to do with dragons. Yeah, and gardens, authenticity and protector. Yeah, you're not a force to fucking mess with. Authentic, protector, guardian, supernatural, greatness. Yeah. No, you're not one to mess with. And somebody wants to take this away from you. I'll tell you right now, your guides, guards, and protectors are laughing at these people right now. Thinking that they're pulling their wool over your ass. Thinking that they're taking away from you. That they're siphoning from you. You've got the penguin, you've got the white stag, black bear, you've got the elephant, and you've got the dragon. The sea otter and the raven. And the tiger. all repping for you. Together, they are a force you do not want to mess. You're a master at something collective, and somebody wants to demote you. After all the work you put in, there's a dumbass out here thinking that they're going to tell you no. They don't want you having the ability of infinite possibilities. All because you can't keep their secrets secret. You might have divulged something, you might have called somebody out. Somebody wasn't wise. That was their personal choice. The thing is keep secret is the bullshit and the abuse that they put you through. They don't want you speaking your truth. But you did it anyway. So there may look like you're in some sort of darkness. You're some sort of dark being. You don't revel in the darkness. You've had no other choice but to face it, but you don't revel in it. You're a shaman, you work with the shadows. Little do they know. They're the revealer of of truth within a community. And you are very much independent. You hold a very patient energy. Although you may question yourself from time to time about whether or not you are protected, you are. And again, you are probably mid drift through a rebirth. So if things don't feel all that great and at the moment, that's okay. Just give it time. Be patient. Prosperity, miracles, self-reliance, independence, all that is on its way. You very well could be a stick, but you're not here to play. You have very good luck in partnership coming in. It's going to come between you, a relationship, and your higher calling. This is why a lot of the times the divine wants you to be single. Because a lot of times your actual calling, your higher calling, requires you to be single. What you are being called to do, it's either a conflict of interest, it is putting them in danger, or it is putting them in a situation where they would have to choose to either jump on this bandwagon and go for the ride or get the ride altogether. It's kind of like dating Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You know, anybody that dates Buffy, that it would be putting them in danger. So it's better off she's just single. Unless she goes ahead and, you know, starts dating a vampire. Collective, if only you see how other people see you. And I'm talking the good ones. If you automatically went to the negative rather than the positive things of how people see you, you need to check yourself. The reason why I say this, you are currently in a fight and flight response moment, and your guard is up. You're on guard. Your cortisol is probably through the roof. Probably having a hard time eating and sleeping. This retrograde, as well as the overall energetic resonance with the updates and the upgrades and the fluctuations in energy. It's probably a double whammy. What's pre-rolls? So they're pre-rolled joints you can buy from the store. That's what they are. I find they're too big for me. And I'd sooner roll my own. But that's just me. It's something I would get maybe going to a party or something. Some people know, some people don't. It's all good. Either way. Okay, Spirit, I will follow your lead. I will follow him wherever he will go. Yeah, I don't want to do the 5 readings. So I'm going to do something different. A lot of the same, but different. Four of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Keep what you're working on close to your chest at this time, collective. Right now is not the time to start anything new. Ride this Mercury retrograde. Right? Get everything ready and put into alignment of what you want. But if things like hold off, or if things stagnate, or if things don't seem in alignment, don't try to push it. Just roll. Try to get through this retrograde. Okay? Unscathed. Because things are going to start picking up for you. You need to be focusing on yourself right now. It's also telling me that there's not really anything stable for you to either sink your teeth into or anywhere to really plant seeds. Like long term. And makes it difficult. Focusing on yourself and resting is very predominantly being screamed at you right now. So if you're overdoing it and you're feeling burned out, maybe it's time to slow down. And for some of you that you cannot slow down, at least start pacing yourself and at least pouring more time and energy into you rather than everything else. Do what you need to stay afloat and just focus on that. It seems as though there's a lot of drama and toxicity to be exposed around you, and you're needing to stay out of the fray. Because a lot of this expose has nothing to do with you. Something tells me you are a part of this expose, but this has nothing to do with you. It's not your business. So stay out. You need to be focusing on your independence. It's very dominantly important at this time. And another thing is, Spirit's saying to mind your business. Whatever Spirit shows you is what Spirit shows you, but mind your business. Okay, so there's been a lot of readers out there that have been peering into particular people's energy. And it's on, they don't have authorization to do so. They don't have consent to do so. Right? Like, there's people that come into the chat and they say, yo, can you find out what this person's thinking? Can you find out what this person... No, it's not about... Why do you need to know what they have to know about? Why don't you ask about yourself? These people that thinking that they're diving into somebody else's psyche without their consent. Yeah. It's very faux pas. not good. There's certain etiquette about doing this. And I'm very risky what I do because I'm talking about karmic energy, but it's what Spirit wants me to talk about. It's a lot about my own experience. It's a lot about what the cards are coming out with. It's a lot about the story behind behind the cards and what they're telling you. A lot of this, what I speak on, and I vibe with it. I can totally resonate with it. And it's uncanny on how many other people out there that are in vibe with the same energy. It's very wild to know that I'm not alone in this. There's so many other people out there in the same boat as I am. In some odd, weird way, I feel united to you. So these readers that are prying into are being confuzzled. They are being jarred. They are being EMP'd. Some of them, their gifts are being taken away. They're being stripped of their gifts. And it's by the divine accordance. It has nothing to do with me. It's not what I'm wishing on. Nothing to do with me. I'm just a messenger. So don't judge the messenger. Being that I've been doing this 30 years, I know well enough. I know etiquette. There's a certain etiquette to go about this. If you don't follow that, it gets you into trouble. I'm happy you guys are laughing in the comments. It's a good group tonight. Thank you so much for being here. I love each and every single one of you. Just know that. What's going on, Jack? That's what I was thinking, Lilith. I second that. Thank you, Gigi. Right back at you, honey. Oh, I would, Ryan. My question is, could you stand still, Claw? And the only people that are going to get that video is the ones that are paying attention to that. That's funny. All right, Spirit. What's going on? Give us the tea. Give us the lowdown. Whatever we need to know. It's just a joke, Lilith. Settle down. Five Pentacles. So you're building a new foundation. That's beautiful energy to start with. Okay, so you're building a new foundation. Somebody's trying to betray you with this. We got the Three of Swords. Trying to triangulate themselves into this, the Queen of Pentacles. Very stingy energy. Trying to open up old wounds. And have you in sadness. But what she doesn't understand, there's major justice here for you. Yeah, okay. I guess I'm doing a 6 stacks. Okay, what's the next one? Alright, collect with this new foundation that you're building and somebody's trying to betray you along the way and trying to maybe either take you off your soapbox or out of this stable space or energy. They're trying to betray you, okay? They're trying to open up old wounds and have you in sadness and all this shit. They could even be gaslighting you. You need to, like, stay true to yourself. I don't care who this is. I don't care if they think they are. Whether they're maybe your mother, right? The Queen of Pentacles usually is a mother. But this is a very unstable one, very stingy, very selfish. So you need to check yourself, my friend. Whoever you are, whoever's vibing with this message, you're building a new... You thought you were building a foundation, but you're building it on quicksand. So I'm really getting a picture of you walking away from this energy and you building it somewhere else. And it's almost as if you were betrayed again, is what I'm being told. Like, over and over and over and over again. And it all seems to come back to the same Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay? And some of this is energetically. We had the Magician here, up, down. We got Justice and the Six of Cups. Your justice is moving forward. Okay? What's the last one to complete the 6? So, Spirit wants you to look into your life, look into your experiences, and learn all that you can from them, because learning all you can from these experiences is going to elevate you forward. Okay? That is partially one of the biggest messages coming out of this reading. Okay? Because somebody wants you inside, somebody's trying to betray you, somebody's trying to open up old wounds, get you back in this energy, so that way they can siphon off of you. You've recently cut ties, energetic ties, whatever type of ties to this person, and this person wants back in your energy because they were siphoning from you. They are obsessed with your energy. They want to be back in your energy. They want to be back into some sort of connection with you. They want to have some sort of communication with you. But any communication or intention is only to open up old wounds and to create some sort of a soul tie of some sort in order to have you in your sadness. Because this is where you're better manipulated. from what their understanding is. But you recently, you, you did a kind of a rebirth, reboot, whatever the case may be. And this disconnected them. This is why they feel betrayed, and this is why they're resentful. This is why they're coming back at you. This is why they're selfish. They very well could be opening up these old ones to try to get you to look this way as well. And then that way you're opening up old wounds and you will be in this place of sadness. With this particular Five of Cups, I do see it for tomorrow kind of situation. The Fool, this is about taking a leap of faith in a new direction. I think you've already done that. Somebody wants you disconnected. Somebody doesn't want you connected to the divine. They do not want you moving forward. This Queen of Pentacles that's trying to open up old wounds. The Knight of Wands in reverse. This is someone very, very manipulative, very ill-intentioned. They're trying to betray your new foundation. By the sounds of it, by the looks of it. They want you disconnected. And through sadness, that's the way they feel that they're going to receive this outcome of disconnection, by creating sadness. We got the Three of Wands, by you feeling betrayed and missing out. Somebody's trying to ghost you as you're walking away from them. Try to make you feel guilty. They want juggling whatever you have going on. They want you juggling it, overwhelmed. But you're walking away from this. You've been walking away from this, and they're trying to project a certain energy onto you as if you're betrayed. So that way you look back and you feel some sort of feeling for that betrayal. They want to feel hurt because of it. Seven of Wands, but you're putting up boundaries. You've got boundaries up in front of this particular person that's trying to open up old wounds. You're being protected from this particular person. So, because you're standing on boundaries, this might be feeding on somebody's feeling of abandonment. Maybe they feel abandoned by you because you put up boundaries. Okay. Somebody's all up in their head. You might be all up in their head about why they're feeling sad. It's because they're trying to distract you. This King of Pentacles as well. It's either that or they do not want you nurturing your stability, the foundation. It goes from the Five of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles reversed and then the King of Pentacles reversed. It's giving me the fact that they're wanting to lose everything. They want you to lose your connection to the Most High. They want you to lose your foundation. They want you to lose your ability to nurture yourself or protect yourself. Be stable, be financially free. They want to ruin all of this. All because you're putting up boundaries. And they feel betrayed by those boundaries. And so because of that, they want you to miss out. But it's all on how, because of the way they treated you, collective. That's the whole thing. And they feel betrayed because you're not allowing them to do what they want to do to you. And they're trying to leave you in the dark. The Empress. They want you self-sabotaging. Which is going to make you miss out, and it's basically how you're going to betray yourself. That's what they want. They want you to betray yourself. And they're doing that by colluding with other people to try to disinspire you, to keep you from moving forward. I've already cut these people off, though. And this is the whole thing. They're feeling dumbfounded at the fact that it's too late. They've literally got no control over you anymore. They misjudged you. Bad. They misjudged your ability to create boundaries. They misjudged your ability to cut them off, because now they're missing out. And that's justice for you. Queen of Cups. By you nurturing yourself, by you opening up your heart again, but you keeping your boundaries and your standards high, okay? You really going within yourself, finding out what the fuck you want, and you move towards that, you've literally got nothing stopping you if you stay focused on that. Okay? You're unstoppable. With this Nine of Swords and this Queen of Cups clarification, this is about opening up your heart and go deep within and finding out the truth. No longer sugarcoating it. What the actual fuck do you want out of your life? And go and get it. Maybe time is of the essence. And maybe wasting way too much time on frivolous bullshit. Eight of Pentacles. Whoever I'm talking to, you're very talented. Alright? You're very, very talented in many different areas. Somebody's trying to leave you in the dark. It could be this King of Pentacles. And they're all up in their head about their plan of action, the fact that it's blown up in their face. They feeling defeated. This could be a Taurus. That they were left in the dark, maybe. Maybe they were lied to, too. There's some sort of manipulation here. Seven of Swords. Somebody was very, very strategic as to how they tried to bring about a demise for you. But they misjudged you. Bad. They misjudged your ability to love your pour into yourself and be compassionate to others. Page of Cups. So I'm really picking up, like, they misjudged your ability to cut somebody off. Like, literally nothing them. Because the Page of Cups in the reverse is wishy-washy energy. But clarifying the Queen of Cups and the Judgment reverse. Somebody misjudged your cutoff is what I'm feeling. And knowing who to love and how to love. How to show compassion, your ability to know who to show empathy to and who not. Somebody's shook by that. It's almost kind of giving me the feeling like, I'm gonna just use this as an example. So you got a lurkin gherkin in your chat. You're a reader. You're an influencer. You've got a channel, right? You've got a dumbass in your chat, and they keep coming with the same energy, same energy. Sometimes different profile, different name, but the same energy. And you keep picking up on this same dumbass energy. They're coming in here. They're just lurkin gherkin. They hate you, but they love you. They don't know whether or not to fucking emulate you or not. They don't know what to do. They're just obsessed. What was the whole point of that, Spirit? So it's like kind of giving me a feeling like it's somebody lurking, and the way that you're cutting off other people compared to what they experienced. Like you're standing to your standards. Like you're standing on business. And somebody's shook that you're not backtracking. That's the kind of feeling. And they've been lurking. But the fact that they keep showing up with these different names, you're still reacting to them the same, whether they're on with a particular name or a different name. You're acting the same to them. You're really not giving them any type of energy. It's the kind of feel that I'm getting. Page of Pentacles, reverse. So somebody's trying to keep it in the dark, but they've got nothing. They've got nothing to offer. They had nothing to offer. It could have been this Taurus. They played a good game. They played a good game of deception. They left someone in the dark. It was only a distraction. All because they seen this person happy. That's why they tried to come in and destroy something. Because they seen them happy. King of Swords. It wasn't necessarily a very good King of Swords. Some shook at the fact that you haven't called them yet. It's because you're moving in a new direction. You're not on their radar anymore. Or they're not on your radar anymore. They don't have access to you anymore. The fact that you're showing compassion to some people and not others makes some people feel a certain type of way. Why do they get certain treatment and I don't get that same treatment? Like it's really picking up on like a pick-me kind of energy. You've been through hell and back, and you don't look like what you've been through, collective. I'm just letting you know that now. You've been through hell and back, and you came back bringing with you some hellhounds. Like you're not somebody that you got some mundane muggles, okay? Put it this way. You got some muggles that don't believe in magic. That don't believe in the dark arts or the light arts or whatever you want to call it. Keep it simple. You've already warned them that you're not one to screw around with, but these dumbass are bullies. thinking that they're going to get one over on you. And your ancestors ain't playing. The people and the spirit that is protecting you does not play about you. Considering what you've been through, no. There's not much of a passion of mercy when it comes to your haters and your protectors. There's no mercy there. This doesn't go for everybody, just for some that are resonating with this. For some, your ancestors are livid as to how you've been treated since they passed. There's one killer aunt and uncle that's been around since you, just before you were born. They were very, very evident. And then after you were born, they kind of phased out and they ended up passing away. Wherever this aunt and uncle is, they are watching you. They're watching you, they're guarding you, protecting you. And I'll tell you right now, they already had the plan, they already knew the plan as to what was going on with you. And they were meant to stick around and protect you. I'll tell you right now, they're not happy with what's been going on. They are not happy. If things have not gotten yet, shit's about real. Because they are not playing. When is shit supposed to get real, Spirit? And I'm supposed to emphasize that don't worry. Spirit says that you are protected. Regardless. On schedule, unwavering dedication and attention to detail is key. Keep going steps. Take care in your steps forward. So be very methodical at this time. Think before you do. Think before you say. Think before you act. When is the shit gonna hit the fan? The shit that my collective is protected from? When is the shit gonna hit the fan? When should they have their popcorn ready for the show? Divine timing. Stay in the flow and trust that the timing is perfect. Trust, believe, have faith. Okay. Something about February. The month and time of love. Something is delayed. It's not on schedule. Something's been on hold. Because of something that happened in May. But July 23rd through to August 22nd, there's sort of spotlight that you're going to step into. This is going to be ultimately your choice. You are running the show and you get to decide. You're going to have a new sense of power, authority, and status. And I don't know who I'm talking to, but it looks like something that you did in May made a huge impact somehow, some way along the line. Okay? And July 23rd through to August 22nd is very significant. Something about the choice that you made. Something might be delayed, but it's all on divine timing. So, whatever this means to you, collective, you don't have to change course. If you're thinking that you might have to change course and do something different, that's not what Spirit's asking you to do. February keeps coming up. You may need to take a different path to get there, direction, guidance, alignment. You don't have to take any different direction or gain answers. The guidance is all within you. You've already been aligned to this. You already are aligned to this. You are this, whatever this is. I'm also being told there was something that was supposed to happen in April that didn't happen in April. And that was also a sign. That was also reasons behind certain things as to why certain things did not show up. Some choice that you made back in May is going to affect you currently now in the spotlight. You're going to be running the show, and you are going to get to decide how this is all going to play out. You're taking on a leadership role, active. I don't know who you are, but don't you dare think for 1 second that this is not for you. Okay? Because if the divine is showing this to you, it's for. And if you have any inkling in there, within that brand heart of yours, that you feel that you can or cannot do this, why would the divine be showing it to you otherwise? Really ask yourself that. It's to get inspired. The divine is showing you your own potential. So step into it. Lean into it. And see where it brings you. In order to receive those miracles, you have to be open to them. I literally walk away from what? Not even two. Lilith, am I that funny looking? You bursting out laughing. Don't worry, Lilith. I'm the bus. I'm the one driving the bus. Don't worry. I won't run you over. I'll wait for you to get on the bus. It's going okay, Colby. How are you? This isn't Tinder. I don't know what you're talking about, Lilith. That's good to hear, Colby. It's good to be. Hello, Sheila. Welcome in. I'm not even sure what I'm watching in my chat. I'm confused. I have a feeling that it's a distraction ploy. I could be wrong. That's a wise old witch to say to my collective. Somebody is very dumb in your energy. Watch out. They're trying to align with you and project their dumbness on you. I see dumb people. They're everywhere, and some of them don't even know that they're dumb. You have an abundance coming in, collective. And I think this is why they want to align to you. They want to align to your abundance. These are people that think that they're wise, but they're not so wise. They try to think that they're going to steal. They don't think you're protected. And they sure as hell don't think you're enlightened with their idea. Also picking up that they're thinking that you're not going to be wise enough to understand of how they're going to come in with alignment in order to siphon off of the abundance. Okay, and with doing so, with the allowance and the consent of you doing this, allowing this, it's also said they're thinking that that will remove you from your protection as well. Little do they know that their intention behind all of this is going to what's going to blow up in their face. Because you're protected beyond measure. And you're intuitive as fuck. Like somebody thinks that they're clever enough to play in your face. They're really not. They played in your face before, and you say anything, you didn't react to it, so they thought that they didn't get caught. They thought that you're oblivious to it. Meanwhile, you know what's going on. You already know what's going on. You knew what's going on before they even started, because the divine ain't gonna betray you. All the work to yourself, no, the divine is not gonna betray you. That's what they don't understand. They think they're enlightened. They're not enlightened. They're enlightened on the darkness that's in their life right now, growing in the bullshit. Like people thinking that they got the upper hand on you, and they don't. They really don't. It's embarrassing to think that their so-called divinity is going to get them by. They're not even in their divine energy. They're still in their karmic energy. They barely done any work, collective. It's embarrassing. This is somebody showing up in your energy thinking that they know what they're talking about when they don't. They need to sit down and continue taking notes. Because at this point, they're amateurs. And they're letting their ego get the better of them. And it's not going to be anybody's fault but their own because of the choices that they chose to partake in. It's not going to be anybody's fault but their own. And that's what's so embarrassing. That they think that they're clever. That their plan's working. That their plan was going to work. Everything was going to be fine. Everything was going to work. And no, it blew up in their face. Because you're not having it. And they're all butthurt that you stayed to your words. You didn't stutter. You meant what you said. These dumbass karmics thinking that they've got the upper hand, and they don't even have the lower hand. The left hand doesn't even know what the right hand's doing. And they get somewhere. Their plan hasn't worked out thus far yet. The only thing that ever worked out was something to better your movement forward. For instance, I could have been bent out of shape that my car got sabotaged. I could have got bent out of shape about the fact I don't have wheels. Was I upset? A little bit, yeah. Was it the end of the world? No. They were kind of doing me a favor because where I was staying, I was either getting a parking ticket or what else, right? I had to pay for parking. So it was costing me money just to sit there. And then after that, insurance and everything else. So the fact that they sabotaged my car and pretty well had it taken off the road, there was well over $11,000, $12,000, I think, in repairs that it needed by the end of it. So it went to the record, $100. I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm out. Peace. So all the trackers they had on my car to keep tabs on me went to the wreckers. They're probably all pissed off that they lost out on hackers, but whatever. Not my problem. To some degree, they did me a favor. They cut out almost half of my expenses. And even if I was going to move, I was going to have to bring my car, somehow have my car. How was I going to drive a truck, a U-Haul truck, and then have my car? Tow the U-Haul, tow the car behind the U-Haul truck? No. They did me a favor. I realized it was junk anyway. I realized that all of them were a piece of junk. All the cars out there, all the vehicles, they are so subpar compared to what they could be, compared to what they were and what they've become. They've almost doubled to triple in price, and they've gotten shittier and shittier. There's a recall on almost every car make out there right now. And somebody wants me to name a car for a car edit? Don't waste my time. That's the thing, Ryan. Like, I might have wanted a truck. I don't want a truck. Because they're expensive, they break down, and they're on recalls every fucking 3 months. What's the point? What's the point? To get a truck, to have it sit in a parking lot waiting on a recall for months upon end. What's the point? Like, it makes no sense to me. What's the point of putting a vehicle out where it has a recall every 3 to 6 months? Like, who is doing this work? And is this, if it's AI, is AI really doing the job? Or is it the incompetence of the workers that are doing it to begin with? That needs to be questioned. It comes right down to the infrastructure of the production lines, as to whether or not it's copacetic and up to par with understanding in order to get the job done right, with quality in mind and safety in mind. And I'm sorry, I don't have $2,000 a month to just pour into a car or a vehicle. I'm not even clearing that yet, even in money, so. And this whole idea of EV vehicles being a predominant, the infrastructure to charge the damn things isn't up to par yet. Let alone the infrastructure to even have the income and the expense of the battery every 4 years. Of having to get in every 4 years. $24,000 for a battery. Every 4 years. But always having to find a charge it. I've already seen ahead enough that it's all going to fall apart. A great disaster. There's going to be a time where we're going to have to step up because certain people are so embedded into the matrix they can't see beyond the matrix. And these people are in supposed power structures. These people have not a fucking clue as to what's coming down the pipeline. They're kind of going on autopilot, faking it till they make it, and it's not going to work out very well for them at all. It's going to be a very bad situation. I don't know. I just hope I could get my teleporter up and running, slap that bitch on my wrist, and just go anywhere I need. We can drain. It's such a tease with the astral. Oh, yeah. It's nice I've been able to get some really deep rests the last little while. Actually been sleeping better hours, longer, more regulated hours. Which I think is really awesome, considering. Mama Remy, how's it going? Hope you're well. I'm glad you're listening to your body. Take some time for you, my dear. It's clearly needed. If you have access to a hot tub or a bathtub, maybe have a good long soak. Make sure you get some Epsom salts in there, whether it's eucalyptus or rosemary or something in there with that eucalyptus or Epsom salt. I'm not really a fan of lavender. Rosemary's nice. There's shea butter. The brown sugar shea butter is kind of nice. Chamomile knocks me out, so I don't use chamomile. Or lavender. I don't want to fall asleep in the tub, I just want to relax in the tub, you know? Rejuvenating, maybe work on the muscles. Like, I'm all for chamomile if you're having a hard time sleeping. Don't get me wrong, it's got its time. And lavender, the same deal. When you're wanting to chill out and relax and get to sleep, then use some lavender. We want to have a late night bath and go to bed after, then use some chamomile and lavender. Just know that you're waking up with a wet pillow in the morning. Rosemary is usually pretty good though. You can even just get rosemary and just put it in the bath. Put it in a cheesecloth. Yeah, I'm not a fan of tea tree oil to start with. I find it very abrasive. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan of. And yes, there's a lot of people that are allergic to it, so I don't like using it for like an everyday tincture or salve or anything like that. It's not something I like to partake in. I usually use universal ingredients. Welcome in, honey. What am I doing, Spirit? Somebody wanted to cause you physical pain is having no other choice but to look at why and how and this whole bit. Where their pain and their envy is coming from. As to why they would want to do this and cause you this pain. Whatever's coming in this message is a karmic message. Someone that you're dealing with. Behind the scenes, maybe. A message you don't know. There's some sort of reunion that's not going to happen soon. Somebody wants a reunion, but it's not happening anytime soon. Unless it's guided. So there needs to be genuinely in alignment for it to actually happen. There's going to be some sort of communication. Maybe somebody is waiting on communication regarding this. Somebody's not losing out on this. Somebody doesn't want to lose out, and this is why they come in for a reunion. Somebody sees your worth, and I'm being called to say somebody sees your worth now. So I don't think they've seen your worth in the beginning. They do want to come in and pay their respects. They are looking for guidance. This isn't happening anytime soon, but it's going to happen. That they want a reunion, and maybe there's no pressure on this reunion. They want to know that they respect you. They do not want to lose out on this. Yeah, they have major regrets. Major regret. This was not a karmic relationship. This is kind of somebody, bad timing. Bad place, bad timing. But somebody respects you, they like your guidance, and they regret not respecting your guidance. They don't want to lose you anytime soon. They would like a reunion with you. They don't see very good possibilities of a reunion happening, but they would like a reunion with you. They would like your guidance. Your heart is very guarded right now, whoever I'm speaking to. You're learning to nurture yourself again. You're being patient, you're being consistent. You're moving forward, very methodical, very grounded. And somebody's world is all upside down because of it. And it's like giving me that you're not pouring into them, you're not opening up the gates to them. And they're wondering why. The Eight of Pentacles, it's on its side, and the Knight of Cups. What I'm getting by this is they're like, who the hell are you? Where the hell did you come from? And there's an Ace of Pentacles here. There's an offer. The Star. I get a feeling that you give this person hope, collective. More than you realize. They want to come in with so much to give. To heal something. I think they're just strategizing on how they want to show up. Because somebody here wants to into their divinity. They don't want to have any karmic energy. They're trying to get their karmic bullshit in alignment with, they want to get out of the karmic energy is what I'm saying. They're having to be very strategic on how they do that. Because of their regrets. And they're very, very sad with their regrets. This is why they want a reunion, because they don't want to lose you. Ten of Wands in reverse. Whether they're feeling something or it's definitely not. It's definitely not putting it to rest. Collective, I think it would have to show itself before you could actually make a final decision on. But Spirit's saying you have every right to stand on business. You have every right to stand with how you feel. Spirit stands with you, your guides stand with you, with whatever you decide. Know that you can do better than whatever this is. Like, for some of you, this is going to be an ex. For some of you, this is going to be an admirer coming in to be like, yo. It seemed as like they kind of drifted off or they ghosted, and then they're just all of a sudden they're going to show up again. Like, somebody here regrets how things ended off or just phased out. They want to rekindle something. They're actually looking for your guidance. They're looking for your wisdom. You are the guide that they are looking for. What kind of guidance are they looking for? Oh. They want to gain guidance on how to make a good like. How to make. Mercury is retrograde. Alright, so the guidance. What do they need guidance on? Four of Wands. So, on how to create a commitment or make a commitment, to be able to solidify a commitment, and defeated with the Nine of Wands in reverse. Five of Cups. Sadness. What else? How to nurture, open up heart space. There's some sort of a huge tower, major changes. Maybe your guidance. They respect your guidance. They regret not listening to you sooner. To some degree, you showed these people how to love themselves, which created some major changes. Created some major changes and ripples within their relationships. By them empowering themselves and not settling for less, people started to align to their true essence of who they are, if they wanted. and what they were willing to settle for and what they were no longer willing to settle for. Ten Swords and the Hierophant, yeah. Closing out commitments, pouring into themselves. The King of Cups has come out, and then we have the Chariot, so this could very well be a Cancer. Otherwise, it could represent going on a journey, making a decision to go forward on a journey. Towards a collaboration of a prosperous Ace of Pentacles. Huge changes. Huge manifestation. Somebody's trying to make it out like you're chaotic and you're not. Somebody doesn't understand you. They very well could be envious or scared of your power that you have, that you hold. They should mind it. Collective, there's certain things that the Divine's going to tap you into soon. Some of this is going to piss you off. Don't react. Just note it. It's going to be out of your peripherals. You're not going to be affected by it specifically, but it's going to piss you off. Just note it. It is very crucial for my collective that has done the work, that is looking to step into their new higher timeline, to stay focused on what they're working on. Focused on their most authentic version and stay focused with that. Stay away from the distractions. People are going to come in with distraction. Try to take your abundance. To distract you from it. And this is energetics, this is spiritual warfare, this is projection, this is evil eye, witchcraft, dark shit, whatever you call it. I rebuke it all. Let this Mercury retrograde fuck it all up for themselves. To whoever sends it. We minding our business out here. Spirits just jumped in here and said that you are free. Whoever it was that was coming at you can't do it anymore. Spirit even says that you're free to love again. But do it right this time. Somebody from the beyond, the grave, wants forgiveness for not doing enough for you as a child. But they also want to show an appreciation to how you turned out. Somebody on the other side is actually very, very proud of you. They're looking for your forgiveness. They see you're not happy right now. You may be hung up on something regarding this. Regarding forgiveness. Whoever this is that's on the other side, they're no longer in any pain. They're asking for forgiveness because they see they see their trials, their errors. And yes, just like anyone else, they would want to turn back time and change things. A lot of the challenges are faced collective. You didn't face them like everyone's. You didn't allow it to tear you apart. You allowed it to build you. Turning the pain to power. The chaos to confidence. The courage. Now, regardless how these relationships or these connections show up to you, you flip them in where they belong, and you flip them in where they resonate, where they vibe. This could be only an example or a perspective of how to look at a certain situation that you're dealing with, just to open up your mind to different possibilities that might be actually pertaining to your situation. It gives you a better understanding. So even in the moral of the story, if you get something from this message, you're still receiving something. Even if you didn't resonate with the message overall, you're still getting some sort of moral of the story. Regardless. It's still wisdom. It's still guidance. And that's where the discernment starts. That's where you use your discernment. If the storyline is so obscure, then don't chalk it up as yours. Make it your own with whatever your situation is. There's a lot of people going through the same shit. Just different day, different weather. Is there any other messages from beyond the grave? Ancestors, Anyone that's passed on that has a message. A message to pass on? No. They have spoken. Okay then. You know, I'm just like, it's all been said, it's all been dealt with, I just don't want to talk about it anymore. You feel me? I'm just so tired of the drama and the karmic energy. Like, I can't be bothered with it anymore. Any last confessions? Any last deep, dark questions from the dumbass karmics before we officially away? I guess it's all been said. There's nothing left to say. Oh, there's one there. I cannot be vulnerable to you. I'd rather hide in the darkness before I let you see inside me. They didn't want to reject you, but they felt they had to protect themselves. on, give me a card I haven't seen yet. Give it to tea, Spirit. I feel unworthy of having love in my life. I feel miserable and lost. Really? I tried to run from this connection. Soul craves you. Oh, really? Who's got the power now, eh? There are feelings of anger inside me that I need to release before I load. What? Because you can't get over me? Like you thought you were going to? I was just yesterday's news? Like you could find me anywhere you thought you could find better? And now it's not working out as planned for you? And you're mad with anger because you fucked it all up? But somehow that's my problem. Can you do the math? Because that don't make that don't make no sense. I wonder why we're tired. People wonder why we're tired. They're wondering why they're feeling unworthy. And this is why they're feeling miserable and lost. The funniest thing, they thought that they could run from this, run from their accountability of what they've done. They can't be vulnerable with you, collective, because of their anger. They're ready to explode. That's why they be vulnerable with you. Because if they're vulnerable and they explode and they snap out, they don't want you anywhere near that. So they'd rather hide in their own darkness than allow you to be part of that. So they're in essence isolating themselves. That's why they'd go you now. They talk to you if you called them up? Probably. I don't think they would know what to say. You're saying you might want to reintroduce yourselves. On your part, collective, I do see there's been a lot of changes, a lot of growth, a lot of transmutation, a lot of transformation. On their side, I'm very little, if any. And this is what's got them so frustrated. This underlying anger, the fact that they're being left behind, the fact they're being slowly betrayed and left behind by what their soul is calling them to do, which is be with you. But they're running off in a different direction. And they don't even feel worthy of you, that's the thing. And because they don't match, they don't even meet any particular marker that you're looking for, they can't even rise to the occasion of what's going on with you. They can't match you, they can't even compete, compare, nothing. They tried and they failed, you outshone them, like, there's no question. This is why they feel betrayed, this is why they feel left behind. There's a lot of anger there that they can't match you. They can't even meet you. They can't compete with you, they can't compare with you. For some of you, these people have literally burnt themselves out of their finances, of their stability, of their sanity, trying to compete with you. Like an absolute fucking dumbass. And it's only showing up to blow up in their face. Spirit's also saying, do not engage with this energy, specifically if they're in anger. And to be honest, I don't think this energy wants seen by you either. I don't think they want you to see them in the state that they are in. So they're Spirit's trying to be classy, but they're looking less than stellar, okay? But this has been their own choices of how they've decided to move forward. For some, they've hit rock bottom. For some, they have went on a bender, a booze bender. For some, they totaled their car. They've been dealing with medical issues, medical situations. And I'm not sitting here wishing this on anyone. I'm just picking up on the energy. There's something in your energy that's asking you what you want. What do you want so that way I can give it to you? Or just what do you want? What do you want? I don't want to hear complaints. I don't want to hear anything about anything. I just want to know what you want. But it's almost giving me a feeling like somebody wants you to just shut up. It's almost like they're willing to submit to give you what you want, and you know, but they just want they want you to shut up. Like, if you would stop whatever is empowering you, fair game. Thank you. I really, really enjoyed the design of the Mayan calendar and the Mayan motif. I really enjoyed the way that the shirt really kind of emphasized that the way that it did, so I figured why not. So, for some of you, the Divine's got a surprise. Um, for some of you, there's nosy ass people trying to find out what's coming in for you. And I'll just tell you right now, um, no Gojo. It's not working out. They're not getting the messenger. The messenger is not getting anything. So your guardians are protecting your prosperity, your good luck, and everything that's meant for you. Your protectors are protecting it. When you say you are guarded, and protected, you meant that. You didn't stutter. You mean it in every sense of the word. Some people just can't get it through their fucking thick skull. But they're even blocking visions of what these people are up to behind the scenes. Because had you figured out what they are up to, you would have snapped already. But again, it's their business because the Divine is handling it behind the scenes. It's a small sacrifice for you to not be involved in the mayhem and the chaos that is ensuing behind your back because of somebody else's collusions against you. It's none of your business what they're receiving or how they're receiving it or whatever's going on in their world to turn it all upside down and maybe get them in a sadness. They're being blocked from your next season. They're being blocked out of your higher timeline where you're headed. They have no admittance to that timeline. Whoever this is being nosy, trying to rip you apart, trying to take you down, trying to find out what's coming for you so you can sabotage it. Whoever this person is, whatever this energy is, it's not working. It's falling apart. It's falling apart, and they're going to be shook. Again, it's the feeling of being too late. They missed their shot. They fumbled it. They fucked up. Yet again, they have to answer to themselves now. Of all the money, all the time, all the energy invested into a bullshit that just basically showed up with nothing for them. All they sat there doing is spinning their wheels. The only thing they got to show for it is fucking bald tires. Which is even more of an expense because now they have to go get new tires. Just know that within the top, Within the divine timing is where everything is going to play out. Just trust in what the divine's got for you. If something don't feel right, then that's not in alignment with you. So stay true. The more you are in true alignment with yourself and where you want to go and what you want to do is in alignment with what the divine is wanting. But you're treating your body as a temple. You're treating yourself with integrity. You're treating yourself with empathy and love and acceptance and forgiveness. You're stepping into a new heightened integrity about yourself and a self-respect. You're not eating junk food. You're not drinking yourself to a stupor. And you're not getting in behind the wheel like a fucking idiot. You're not doing stupid shit. You're not doing karmic shit anymore. If you're stepping into what's aligned to you, you're letting all these old cycles go. So I sit here and I talk a lot about karmic relationships and how they're very deceiving and very much in this energy of sabotage and lying on each other, and the list goes on. I really haven't took the time to show or to voice my opinion on what an actual divine connection looks like. Like, why is it even worth it to heal the pain and your power? Is it even worth it to step into your divine energy? Why is it even worth it to be in that frequency of that divine energy in order to receive divine soulmate? What's the point of all this, and why is it so sacred? A lot of people say that love is the most powerful frequency on the earth, and it's not. The most powerful frequency is authenticity. Because as you may love yourself, you may not still be in alignment with the environment around you, but by being in your authenticity, you are then loving yourself and being in your authentic frequency for your current environment, which puts you in alignment with who you are and what you are meant to do as an individual, whatever that might be. To be individually, as an individual, to be balanced within your masculine and your feminine energy, to be able to nurture, to be able to be empathetic, forgiving, loving, understanding, kind, to be in your energy, as well as to be able to provide, to stand up for, to stand for justice, to protect within your masculine, to speak up and to speak for, in essence of, to be the hunter, to be the protector within your masculine energy. To have these in balance and to rise through your experiences in your life, through your trauma, the chaos. It's one thing going through as the person that you grew up with, but it's another thing to go through it as that warrior. You calling your power back You stay in your power. You're going back into your trauma to heal the insecurities that it brings, that you've been holding on to, the pain that it holds. You're going to remove that pain and transfigure it, transmute it, alchemize it into empowerment, into healing, into courage, to strength. Experiences become you. This is a constant in the university of life. We are constantly tested by the universe, by the divine, as to whether or not we are in our true destiny, whether or not we will choose our destiny or not. Are we just going to skip by, and are we just going to live like the other distractions? Or are we going to actually make a choice to be the main character? Are we planning on just being an extra in somebody else's world, or are we going to be the main character? It's a big choice. To step into that divine frequency, when you love yourself, when you pour into yourself, when you start showing up for yourself in a way that you haven't before. There are some roadblocks, but once it comes into focus, things start to make sense. Authenticity brings you to alignment with your purpose. This is after you remember who you are and you sink to your destiny and what's meant for you. Staying connected to your highest timeline. It's crucial to how things work out. With so many distractions and chaos in the mix, it's very difficult to stay focused. The kicker is when for some of you, walking in the wrong direction. You best be starting to believe in miracles, because you may need a couple. But anything is possible. In maybe 26 years in the wrong direction, there's some sort of divine timing with that. But I have a feeling no matter what, you're going to get there right on time. It kind of brings me back to my bus adventure. I was headed out to pick up a package. So I went out, and it said the bus was going to be there at a particular time, so I went out just beforehand, and just as I was getting there, the bus was driving by, so I missed the bus. So I figure, okay, I'll go up to the top of the street here, and I'll pick up on the other bus that was going by in a different direction, and I was going in the right direction anyway. So I got up there and I waited and I waited and I waited and I waited and I waited, and the bus never showed up. I'm like, okay, well, I'm like 5 minutes out, 5-10 minutes out waiting for this dumbass bus that didn't ever show up. So I started walking, because, by the time this next bus comes, I could very well just get there just on foot. So just as I'm literally getting there and going to the crosswalk to cross over the street to the other side, to go to the store that I was looking at, the bus just happened to be at that light. So whether or not I took the bus or not, I got there still at the same time. So whether or not I stood there and waited for the late bus to show up, I would have still got there, whether I walked or not. So sometimes it's not necessarily how you get there, but the fact of the divine timing is the fact that you're there. It's in the happening. And then in other news, sometimes it's just a nice day to go walk. And screw the bus altogether. So somebody thought that they could make you jealous by posting that they've got some other new person in the mix regarding them. They're trying to create chaos. They're trying to make you jealous. They were actually supposed to be a trap for you. They've been trying to tease you and entice you and ghost you all at the same time. They're playing mind games. They think that you're previous to this. They think that you don't know about this. And this is all unbeknownst to you, behind the scenes, from a very, very manipulative Queen of Wands in reverse. So they're very well a fire sign or someone very manipulative behind the scenes, trying to orchestrate this chaotic new beginning with somebody, and it fell through. It blew up in their face. Because you didn't take the bait. This bitch invested money in this whole thing. They were meant to come and get you all attached, get you all feeling all sort of way, and then ghost you. And rip your heart apart. You were too tapped in for them, collect. They thought they were going to come in and pull the wool over your eyes. Fell apart. And goes above it. Moving in a new direction. So somebody paid somebody to come in and rip your heart. Come to find out that you didn't take the bait, and this person had an ego death because of it. They thought they were all hot to trot. They thought they knew what they had, that they could work it and use it to their advantage. And meant to get you all hooked and take you down, actually awoken something within you and it actually helped you heal. So it blew up in their face in more ways than one. And don't get all weird. Yeah, somebody's losing their shit. The fact that you're not playing their dumbass games. Somebody wants conflict, or there's conflict behind the scenes, maybe regarding you. What's the deal? What's the tea? Okay, so the Eight of Wands, there's conflict coming in because somebody's showing you compassion and somebody knows the truth. Oh. Okay. Oh, about a connection. About a commitment. There's a King of Pentacles. It's no longer in their head about the thing regarding a Queen of Wands in reverse. Oh, really? Whatever this is, it's pissed you off, collective. It's meant to disconnect you, make you feel disoriented, make you feel uninspired, make you feel unstable. You cut ties with this energy. And it was in your best interest to do so. These people are coming in to conflict with you because you have the Wheel of Fortune working in your favor. Because you've cut these people out, now they see what's coming for you, and they'd be trying to look into you, and maybe that's why the other cards were saying something about there's regret of looking to you, there's regret of certain action. And then I got in on the reading, right? Somebody wants to bring some sort of conflict in. Or they're fighting over the fact that there's a lot of compassion for you. There's new commitment, you're no longer in your head. You see things are true. You're pretty well tapped in. Like, somebody does not want you taking action towards something. They don't want you looking stable. They don't want you ties. They don't want you knowing what the fuck the truth is, but you do. You're very stable. And whatever this is that's coming in, as far as information, is going to piss you off. Okay? But play your card right, because the Wheel of Fortune is in your favor. Don't act a fool. You act in a fool, you're not going to have very good. Somebody's trying to put a death and an end to an emperor because they found some sort of independence and they don't have control over this emperor. So they're trying to bring an end to him. They want this emperor juggling, having to make decisions without knowing all the information, acting a radical, right? So this is why the information coming in is going to piss you off. And you're supposed to stand in some sort of leadership position. You're supposed to be acting right. And somebody doesn't want you having no hope. Somebody does not want you healing. Somebody does not want you to move forward. And somebody wants you to have your heart hit, and in your feels, and in your sadness. And somebody doesn't want you moving forward with any type of love or balance within your heart space. As if somebody thinks that they can dictate your life and puppeteer you like a fucking puppet. I don't know, collective. I think that's it for the evening. Talking about a divine, and that's it for another video. Talking about a divine relationship and what that looks like. Looks like the opposite of all this karmic ass bullshit that we've been dealing with for all this time. Where people can actually meet together, face to face, eyes to eyes, soul to soul, heart to heart, and actually be honest and vulnerable with each other. Be transparent. And allow a trust to develop and not ever break that trust. Be loyal to that trust. Be loyal to that honesty, transparency. That in itself is huge. To being able to be honest with your partner. And having that unconditional trust and that unconditional love for this person. It's huge. Knowing that they're not going to break your trust. Knowing without question. Divinely guided, guarded, and protected. That's just a little smidget as to what a divine connection looks like. A divinely led relationship is way different than a karmic one. A divinely led relationship, after you've stepped into that frequency, you have to do so through the healing, through that transformation. That's the only way you can step into this divine energy, by doing the healing. Okay? It's the only way there. This is your own personal journey that you need to take for yourself. It's not something that I can help you with, really. It's about you finding your self-worth and you rising above all of the fucking pain and suffering and trauma that you ever had. You're not going to find it in a book. You'll find it within your heart and your mind and your... As you rise, you will get to know. It'll all start to make sense. And once you step into that frequency of divine love, you're not going to need anybody, because you're going to feel the divine love within yourself. It almost seems like, okay, yeah, you get us to this point, and then get us to the point where we don't want anybody, because we're happy just with the love that we have ourselves, and you know, we're just happy in this spot. But in order to have a companionship, you know, you feel fulfilled to a point where you don't necessarily need a companionship, because you have mine with you. But the companion is the best friend, is the companion, is the lover, is the soulmate, is the other half of that physical, compassionate connection, right? Divine is only on a spiritual aspect of it. So within a physical manifestation, it needs a partner, it needs a companion. So this is where this companion comes from. It takes an extreme amount of work for a whole community to do the work and to get in alignment with itself, with its community, is huge. This is how much work we still have to do as a collective. Just think about that. Put that into perspective. If you're doing all your work and your neighbor's doing all their work and you know, everybody else is doing their work, and we all somehow come into divine timing and divine alignment at a particular time and place, of understanding and things start moving, just think of all the that had to be sorted out. Just considering the work you've already done and the work we still have to do. And then we have these karmics over here trying to slow us down. When they're like being left behind and they're trying to slow us down. When we're just gonna go automatically anyway. Because a good portion of us, we're already in alignment. We're just waiting for the switch to finalize. It's in the process of. It happens over time. Stepping into a divine alignment for a soulmate. Miracles happen. Finding a divine companion. This could show up as a friend. Someone that you're just totally platonic with. Show up as a lover, show up as a child. Show up as a pet. Shows up in a way that's aligned with what you need. I find there's a lot of people that they've had so much bad luck with people, they choose, okay, I'm not going to be with people. I'm just going to get myself a dog or a cat or whatever, and I'll just have a companion, a pet as a companion. And, you know, Bob's your uncle, then I don't have to worry about it. But they're compensating that. As much as it is a companion, it's not the same. And these are even women trying to find purpose in their life, and they try to be mother, and they try to get impregnated in order to have some sort of purpose, and they figure by being a mother is the purpose that they're going to use, and they're left empty because other than a mother, what are they? They're still left with the same question. And this is back to abandonment and self-worth, and how do they want to show up in the world? You know, we wonder why there's so much karmic energy around. It's because people have been constantly living in their karmic energy, the karmic chaos. Instead of recognizing the karmic chaos for what it is and the distraction that it is, and steering out of it, steering away from it, no longer engaging in it. We choose to invest our time, our energy, our money, our everything in is going to determine where we move and where we go and what we do with our life. It's either going to drop our IQ down to the lowest point, to where it gives us a headache for even watching it, or it's going to help us rise to our higher timeline, right? It's either going to elevate or degenerate you. Like usually when I'm on scrolling the internet and whatever else, because I don't really watch TV. So anything I scroll upon, and if it makes my IQ drop, if I feel my IQ dropping as I'm watching it, I keep scrolling. I don't even give it a time. I might give a video here and there a bit of time because it starts off slow and dry. I'll give it like 30 seconds. If I don't have anything about it that is in alignment, I scroll. Anything that actually has something good to say, I'll stay. The joys of the healing fire is that the fire is not burning you, it's to transform you. It's to burn all the pain away. So any walking through that spiritual fire, don't be afraid of it. It will not harm you. Maybe a little warm, but it will not harm you. And it's not the fire of death or fires of hell or anything like that. They are fire and embers of the phoenix. I'm happy for you, Marie. I stand with you. You're not alone in this. I love hearing that my collective win. I'm really happy about that. Did I tell ya? Oh, we got 22 in the chat with 44 likes. 2244. I like it. New partnerships coming in, and they're divinely led. So there's definitely some new kitchens coming in for us, collective. That is a message coming forward. Have the faith, have the trust within these connections be shown to you. Just know that my channel is not Tinder. Go meet your lovers somewhere else. In particular, there's someone watching right now that they know who they are. The fact that they thought that they could turn the wool over my eyes and think that it was okay. You're thinking you're making some headway within your divine healing, and you're getting into that healing and that healer when you're doing really, really well. You think you're rising above, you think you're getting in the yeah. You know what? And you figured it all out. We'll see how well you figured it out. We'll see how you figured it out. Like, it's already not looking good for you. And now you're just gonna be stubborn just to show face. Just gonna stand on it. Otherwise, you gotta basically be vulnerable and show up and be like, yeah, Ted, I'm an idiot. I'm a dumbass. Yep, you were right. I should have listened to you. Oh, the shame. I mean, I've sat here for a year and a half now. There's going on now, reading people's energy every day. Every day. and people around the world. I'm in Canada, and there's people in Australia, in Russia, in United States, in Mexico, in oh, Alaska, Hawaii. I've had a whole bunch of different people from different walks of life, from different parts of the world, come in, and I read their energy. And 9 times out of 10, I'm right on the money. And so these motherfuckers think that they can come in, these dumbass karmics, thinking that they come in and pull the wool over my eyes, and they can deceive me and think I won't figure it out and call them out on it. You're a new brand of fucking stupid, as far as I'm concerned. Whole brand new brand of fucking stupid. Now I'm gonna put it out there. You wanna know why I say that my channel is not a fucking Tinder? Because they be some crazies out there. Let's just put a scenario, paint a picture, shall we? You have person A. We'll call her Alice. Okay? And then there's Bob over here. Alice and Bob. Alice and Bob don't know each other, but they come on over to my channel and they're just sitting there. They're not even in the chat yet. But over time, they start to develop a curiosity, so they jump in the chat and they start chatting, get to know each other, and decide, let's meet off camera, so to speak. Alice doesn't know because, what Bob's intention is, and Bob doesn't know Alice's intention. They seem to be getting along well. Everything seems to be good. Everything seems to be in alignment. Little did they know is that the alignment of them being attracted to the chant itself had a message there that they still needed to take in. Right? Bob doesn't know that Alice has got a record. Bob doesn't know that Alice has got a history. Bob, he's a bit of a people pleaser. He's got some sort of a abandonment issue. So he's to people please. He likes to show initiative. He likes to show compassion. He likes to give of his time and his energy. Pours into people to the point where they're depleted. So this is perfect for Alice. Because Alice, she's a manipulator. She'll tell you what you want to hear just to get what she wants. As long as she's getting something out of it. She don't care. And hell, if she doesn't get what she wants or whatever, she makes your life living hell. Why? Because she's a fucking narcissist. A malignant narcissist. They're one of the worst that you can have. Because they're almost vindictive in their endeavors and intention. They don't give a fuck about anybody but themselves. And they don't care whose life they destroy to do it. As long as they get some sort of chaos, and they feel because of the chaos that they ensue in other people's lives, they don't care about you. They don't care about who they hurt. They don't care about what type of whatever they have to say or what they have to do to act in order to pull the wool over your eyes, to make you believe that everything is fine when it is not. And then right when you least expect it, somehow they have a need to project onto you. They start playing mind games with you, emotional games with you, and then they rip the fucking rug right out from underneath you right at the last minute. When you're kind of confused and questioning. And poor Bob. So Bob meets Alice to go for coffee. It's harmless, right? Everything's fine. And they met through your channel. Okay? A couple days go by, a couple weeks go by where all of a sudden somebody comes up missing. Bob comes up missing. And Alice is nowhere to be found. What do you do as a creator? You tell me. What do you do? To say like that actually happened is totally hypothetical. But what would you do? In a position that you're a creator, let's say on your own channel, you've got people in your chat that are coming in and hanging out, and they meet and they want to meet and they want to hang out, and one ends up dead in a fucking ditch. And they met on your channel. People wonder why I don't want this to be a Tinder situation. Because I want to keep you safe. Because there's certain people out there that you think they might be fine and they are not. One in particular person, if they're going to tell you, don't tell me that we're doing this, there's probably sabotage involved. Specifically if it's undermining a message or undermining a rule. Because I don't want to be held reliable or held liable for this situation. If shit blows up in somebody's face, I don't want to be liable for it. Because I have no control over it. And people wonder why I don't want this to be a Tinder in the chat. Because I don't know who the fuck you're meeting up with. Trust me, I could tell you. Certain connections, no, I would not give blessing to. Certain questions, certain connections, I would question whether or not you are settling with these particular individuals. Right? So, if people are going to do shit behind my back, if people are going to see me, then they're not in my energy anymore. They're being cut the fuck out. They're being cut the fuck out. People want to deceive me, and people want to go beyond their ideals and misunderstand me on purpose. They want to try to ruin absolutely everything that I have going for me. That's fine, you're out. You showed up how you are. You want to ruin a good friendship that I had going on, that's fine. They're out too. You want to try to sabotage all my happiness, anything required or connected to any part of that happiness that you're going to sabotage is out. Gone. Because you know what, I'm happy right where I am in my own skin. Nothing's going to change that. Whoever you are out in the ethers, whoever you are, sitting there watching me right fuck now, wondering how you can get into the crevices of mind and find out what you can destroy next, just go destroy yourself. Because there's nothing here in the physical world that you could destroy for me that will take away my happiness and my self-worth of self. There's nothing in the physical reality at all that you could destroy that would take away my self-worth. So just quit while you're a fucking head and focus on your own lane. Focus on your own life. Stop being so obsessed in my life. Leave me alone. It's not that difficult. That message of the Karmics. The relentless Karmics. But anyway, kid, I think that's it for the evening. I got no spoons left. It's headed on for 1 a.m. So I'm probably going to take the next couple of days off. We'll see. I don't know. I'm going with the flow. If you do want a personal reading, you can still book with me. They are open. They've been open for weeks. They've been open for months. Where the fuck have you? Where are you? Like, order a reading already. Stop just saying that you're gonna and you don't. Order a reading. Figure it out. I have a 7-day turnaround time, but usually it's within the 24 to 48 hours. It'll be in your inbox or whatever. Go hook up on Hipsy and order the reading. Whichever one is good for you. And I will get back to you on that. I just keep on coming back for the collectives. There is a members live coming soon. I know I keep saying that, and I keep saying that I keep saying that. But there is a members live soon, coming very soon. Within the next couple of days, I think, is probably going to be. I'm probably going to be member side quite a bit. Or maybe the afternoon or something, who knows, we'll see. We'll figure it out. And that is for all levels, member side. So it'll definitely be peaceful. Probably have a little bit more fun. A lot less trolls, a lot less bullshit. The AFP, I hope things are alright though. It's not how you fall down, man, it's how you get back up. So get back up. A lot of us have been dragged down by this crazy ass retrograde, as well as this energy. So just roll with it. One moment at a time. Alright? Thank you so much for my supporters. If you got it in you to give, and you want to donate to the channel, you can do so. Greatly appreciated. You can throw me a hipsy tip. You can throw me a super chat, a super thanks, a super sticker, or you can order your own personal reading over Etsy. If you just want to support the channel, you can throw me a PayPal over on PayPal. All the links are in the description in the link section here on YouTube. Again, thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being part of the party. If you cannot be good at it, at least be good to yourself. So that way you can be good to others. I love you all. Thank you for the ongoing support. And I'll catch you in the next video.